Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Fleet Plays Railroader. Yes, we are back once again in Railroader. Moving things, making money. Oh, yeah. So, hopefully, in this particular session, we'll be able to continue the passenger run and keep things rolling along. So, without further ado, let me actually go and get the. Well, here we go. So, without further ado, come on, number 4, dig your heels in. She's having a bit of trouble starting that train. She's not doing as well as you'd think. Yeah, she's really having a lot of trouble starting that train up. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Ah, hello, Evelyn VTuber. Nice to see you. We aren't live. We are live, Timu. We are, in fact, live. There we go. Yep, cooking on gas is what we are doing. That is absolutely what we're doing. And there we go. And we're off. Even if nothing else happens, I should be able to make good time with the main passenger train. And I'm on the wrong side of the cab. The best thing to do is just sit down and drive. Even if I am on the wrong side of the cab. There we go, we've got to keep up to track speed. Time absolutely is money. I probably should take coal and water at Bryson, simply down to the fact that, which way is the track set ahead of me? Nope, going straight, that's fine. Marvellous. Okay, now hit the air a bit. Slow the train down. There we go, release the air from the reservoir. And let the train just come in on its train brake. There we go, coming up on Hemingway now. And I will just check the track ahead of me. Don't think anyone's in section. They absolutely are not. So we've got a clear run straight through to Bryson. There we go. So a little bit. Hit the main air a bit, then release the brakes. Oh, that. nearly was the bit of an overbreak there. Yeah, it might be worth considering buying... Well, I'm absolutely gonna need another passenger train at this point. Because the main express runs once each way a day. And that's always been worked by Thunderbird. There we go. Take on as many people as we need. Come on, everyone on the train who's getting on the train. There we go. Right away. Yep, Timu, we are in fact live. In fact, we can be said to be agreeably live. There we go, accelerating away. Yeah, pretty much all. None of the cars are below 80% condition, so they can stay in traffic. What I will do when we get down to Bryson is I'll check all the bearings before we carry on. I think most of the yeah, it's 35 until the 25 limit, and then it's basically 30 all the way down. Yeah, so once we get to 35, we'll tie in the loco's brake, and then we'll go down on that. But otherwise, there's no point burning fuel or using water when gravity can do the work for us. There we go. Nice and easy. Can one change the colour of passengers' cars? One absolutely can. You absolutely can change the colour of the passenger cars. So mine are currently the same red as the starting caboose, because that happened by accident, and we so liked it that we, well, kind of stuck with it. So the passenger coaches on the network are DFR red. So at about 7:30, there's going to be a bit of a commotion. So what I'm going to do is I will mute my mic, and we will just have a stream where it is just the trains running, and oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, I forgot about that. Hang on. Hit the air, hit the air, hit the air, hit the air, dump 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 the air. There we go. Okay, there we go. There we go. Bring it down below 20. There we go. So yeah. So you'll just have the sights and sounds of the trains running along for a bit. You need to do that on the main... No, you can do it anywhere. You can change the colour of your equipment anywhere in Customize. You can change the colour literally anywhere you like. Anywhere you like. And there we go. Once we're out of the sharp bit of the curve, which is there, we can accelerate the train again. Back up to 30 miles an hour once we're clear of the curve. There we go. Ah, it's good going downgrade. Nice, easy rolling. No trouble at all. Just tie in the air so we stay at about 30 miles an hour over the bridge. There we go. That's the way. It might end up being a fairly short stream. Can't run the railway one-handed. I need at least the second pair of hands to do the freight work. There we go. Sidled over the bridge at 30, no problems at all. Probably cut the air out now, because now that most of the train's through the bridge, any acceleration we gain will be fine. We'll have cleared the 30 by the time all's said and done. Yeah, there we go. Lovely. That track over there is actually the old route that was swamped by the hydroelectric dam. You didn't have you didn't the railway didn't used to go over. There we go, drifting downgrade, nice and easy, as you do. No problems at all. I'm always glad to be of help, Timu. Always glad to be of help. There we go. Nice and smooth. Oh, go away. Nice and smooth. There you go. So, coming down into Bryson now. I mean, to be fair, there's not much else that we need to do in terms of freight operations, I think. Oh! Someone else is connected. Oh, Rune is connected, I see. Just potter about doing whatever freight work needs doing, Rune. Make sure all box cars are where they should be. Ready for the evening shift. Just work your way along the line. Make sure, you know, through the various stations. Make sure everything is either in the industries it's supposed to be in, or if it is going to the interchange, in the yards. If there's nothing to do, finish the run of the branch line train back up to Alaka. There we go. Nice. Yeah, everything's straight. I don't think there's anything blocking my way into Bryson. Nope, just nice and steady. Lovely. Lovely. You love to see it. It's beautiful. Nice and easy. Oh, lovely. Look at that. Nice and smooth. No problems at all. While I'm actually coasting along, I'm just going to very quickly do a test and see if we are actually supplying everything we could be supplying. Go. There we go. Nice and easy. Into Bryson. Nice and simple. Bring the braking force off of it. So make sure everything is as it should be. Yep. Standard oil. Bryson Freight House. Robinson Gap Coal. Cochrane. Alaka Copper. That's going up to tier 4. Alaka Fuel. That's tier 3. MG Chemical, that's tier 3. Almond Station, National Park Service. Talc and Limestone. Coal Loader's got coal, power and light. It's tier 1. Tracksite Company, so that's been served already. Okay, so everything is at the maximum it can be. There we go, we've arrived. 96 people, very nice. So, plenty of passengers for the run to Whittier. Yeah, like I say, the big towns are the ones that generate a lot of the income, so honestly, I could cut down a passenger consist out of this and really... I could honestly have a Pullman lash up for the express train of about 8 cars plus the observation, and have this lash up be the regular. Split this lash up in 2, and have this be the 2 pairs of passenger trains. Oh, folks, I think we're going to have a bit of silence. So just enjoy the sights and sounds of things rolling along. And we're back. Hope you enjoyed that little bit of ASMR there. Yeah, making good time upgrade. Passing over Governor's Island now. Number 4 showing no signs of being willing to give up her title as Express Passenger Engine. At all. She's been doing this job since before most of the larger engines arrived, and she'll be doing it long after most of them have settled into their roles as freight sloggers. There we go, over the hump. And now we can settle into the downgrade. 5 people watching on. Hello, 5 people. Nice to have an audience here tonight for Railroader. It's the first time we've gone above 3 people in a while, so come on, don't be shy. Speak your mind. Say what you mean. Let me know who you are. Let's get a bit of a back and forth going. Always happy to have people in the chat. Always nice to have a natter. Or if you just want to lurk, that's fine too. Oh! Oh! And I think, unless he stealthily snuck in. Oh no, he's not snuck in yet. Oh. Either of you two got to join VC. There we go. And, oh cool, we've actually rolled down to 30 miles an hour on our own, didn't even have to use the brakes. Beautiful. Means it's perfectly safe to cross over the bridge. Lovely. But whoever lives here... I don't know who lives here, but somebody does. So there we go. Making good time, though. Really are making good time. And there we go. We're clear of the 30 limit. Right. Put the hammer down. I know we're near to Ella, but I need to really pick up the pace. So ideally, I want to be back at Nantahala no later than 3:30. So got it all to do. There we go. Give it a little bit of air. There we go, just a little bit of air. There we go. Just bring it forward to the station stop. Nice and easy. Oh! Enigma SPQR. Wow, simply amazing. Where the train cuts through the terrain is so nonchalant and elegant. Well, I'm very glad you think so. Obviously, because you can't tell from obviously the stream's tags and the game category, this is Railroader. This is the game about operating a real... Oh, in the real world, this was all owned by the Southern Railway in the US. But in the game, it's all a short line, and it's about operating that short line. So I'm currently on number 4, Thunderbird, with the full-length passenger train that runs the entire length of the network. I'm running this because Ah, hello. Nice to see you, Random. This is one of the other checked-off drivers of the railway, Random.
Hello.
Also, I learned last week, to my shock and horror, that passengers just appear at stations now. I I did not
Yeah,
know that. I did not know that till last week. Hence why number 4 is
yeah, the
currently high.
passengers got redone.
Yeah, it's the reason why number 4 is highballing west now rather than waiting till a usual evening run.
What do you want me to grab?
I need you to finish off the Alaka branch train. It's currently sitting at Alaka Junction.
Where's...
It's sitting at Alaka
Cool,
Junction.
running on up.
Yep, running on up to Alaka. And then I want you to do a quick whip round the entire line. Just from... Basically start at Nantahala, work back, just in terms of flying cam, and just check if there's anything that needs to be moved. You know, any interchange traffic that needs
Yep,
to
I'll
be
take a
moved to
look.
yards where it can be picked up by the westbound freight. Oh, well, I'm glad you think so, Enigma. It is a very well crafted game. It is a very, very well crafted game.
And being crafted further.
Oh yeah, it's still in development. Still in the early stages yet. But this is one of the rare examples of early access done completely right. Like, they did not drop a clanger going into early access with this game. Now, obviously, what you're seeing on stream is what my computer can handle, so this should be a lovely forested area. But, no, my PC is not fond of that. So, you're getting deforested Appalachia. There are no trees here. There never were any trees. Anything else is propaganda. There never was a tree. There we go. Dig in. Go around the corner. I had to slow to 30 for this tight bend. Once we're clear of it, though, should be okay. Then I'll turn the train at Silver. Right, there we go. Because what I'm thinking of doing is I'm thinking of doing this. So my plan for today is the following. I'm going to work this train to Silver and Wyatt. Then I'll work number 4 back east. Sorry, back west. While I'm doing that, you'll start at Nantahala. Well, actually, no. We'll wait for the westbound departure until the track train at Nantahala is done. Actually, well, I wonder how long that's going to take, though. I don't want to be sat there for ages.
Want me to go take a look?
Yeah, just go have a nosy. See what the current status is. I can't. It's not my server. I'm not even an admin on there anymore. That server belongs to Drac and his admins. And unfortunately, leaving and rejoining is a carpet bannable offence. If you get brigged for it, you do your time. If you and that's just a blanket ban.
It's not even close.
Yeah, that's just a blanket ban, I'm afraid. That's the one inviolate rule. If you get brigged, you do your time. If you leave and rejoin, that's just a bannable offence with no repeal.
Yeah, that's dodging.
Like, whether it was wrong or not, the fact you left and rejoined rather than doing your time. I'm sorry, that's just one of the things that the dry dock just doesn't countenance. Whether it was unfair or not, I can't comment on because I don't know all the facts. But unfortunately, as soon as you said leave and rejoin, that's one of the rules that you just don't break. Like I said, the unfortunate thing is whether or not the brigging itself was correct is not the real issue here. The fact that you were timed out or put in the brig and then left and rejoined is the problem. That is the one thing you don't do. Especially if you think it's unjust. Because if it's unjust, your ability to speak in the dry dock is impaired, but you can still DM. If you thought it was unfair, you could have escalated that with higher level moderation. That's one of the things you could have done. If it was one of the admirals, you could have escalated that to Viridian. If you thought it was unjust. The one thing that you categorically don't do if you want to avoid a ban in the dry dock is leave and rejoin, because that's the one thing that the mod team will just go as... But they'll take it as a sign of, A, you either know you're guilty, or B, you think that you don't get to accept the punishment that's been handed out. And that's the one thing they just have no patience for. So I'm sorry. Regardless of the why, the unfortunate fact is you've tied the hands of basically everyone involved by leaving and rejoining. Yes, Enigma, that's the... No, whether you deserve to be banned is not what's up for discussion here. The fact that it's clearly stated in the rules, you don't dodge briggings. It's just one of the things you don't do. It's in the rules that you're in the server. That's the way the rules be. Whether or not you deserve it is, well, it would depend entirely on circumstance. But unfortunately, that's the rules. And that's really all the time I've really got for that one. Because this is a railroader stream, not a dry dock, not a dry dock court case. Oh, did I take on all the people? I may not have. Oh, yes, I did. Okay, right. So let me just look. If he's there, then that should mean, hopefully, if I'm right, and I think I am. Is that blocking the line? It is not. Beautiful. Hi, Steak. I assume that's you.
Yep. Hello.
Hey. Hey! Hang on. There we go. Move. There we go. Move number 4 forwards. I can take coal and water on the way. Did you... Enigma, I'm sorry. I'm just... Like, politely, this is the last I'll say on it. Yeah. So you've said someone can commit homicide and get a finite sentence, and then you can't reach... But I can't leave and rejoin due to 24-hour timer. Yes, exactly. Because the whole thing you've just answered your own question there in your own sentence. Because you did the equivalent thing and you got the sentence. And to use the same analogy you're using,
what then tried to do was break out
Steak.
of prison.
Nope, Steak. I'm dealing with this. Please don't interject. Politely, you've. Even if it doesn't matter. Politely, you've basically done the equivalent of then breaking out of prison and fleeing the country, and then re-entering the country under a different name, in essence. And then being found out and then permanently deported for doing that. Because at that point you've shown you don't respect the rules within the country or within the server. That's the long and short of it. That's why the rule's in place, so people don't just not take briggings. The whole point is you do the time. It was a 24-hour sentence, and the rule is clearly posted. If you get brigged, do the time, or you get banned. It's really that simple. It's clearly posted in the server. Don't know what else to tell you. Good God, man. Get off your smoke box, honestly. If it bothers you that much, my guy, I can't help you. I've explained why it is. If you can't accept that, then you can't accept that. The server has its rules. It's clearly posted. Whether you agree or disagree with them, if you're in the server, the rules are followed. You broke a rule. And by that I'm referring not so much to the bad faith arguing, because again, that's very circumstantial. And I don't know the full facts, but the fact is you left to avoid a brigging that was handed out. Whether that brigging was lawful or not doesn't matter. And rejoined. And the rules clearly state that if you do that, regardless of the length of time of that brigging, the result is a ban. And that, at the end of the day, is what it comes down to. Whether you agree with the rules that are in place as they are or not, they are still the rules. Like, I can disagree with the fact that I can't launder money. I don't like it. I'd like to launder money, but get more money. You know? Or, I don't know, doing shady stuff to get more money. We all would like to do things that we can't do. Like, wouldn't you like to just walk into a shop and take some things? Especially when times are hard and you don't have the cash? Yeah, of course you would. It'd make things easier. But the law is there for a reason. To make sure that it's fair and equal for everybody. Whether you agree with a law or a rule or not, regardless of the society you're in, if you are within that society, the policy goes, if you break that law, the society or strictures will act against you. I don't know why this is so surprising. Are you being serious? Are you trying to compare the Dry Docks rules to North Korea? Are you being serious right now, my guy, dude? You're not that hard done to, Chief. It's a really simple policy. Do your time. So are you arguing that you don't... Yeah, is this game somewhat demanding on the PC, Rune? Yeah, it can be. As they've updated it and some of the models have got higher poly, my PC's got a little bit less willing to deal with it. There we go. Take it on coal and water. Off we go. Well, I have done. What do you think I've done? I have killed the graphics settings. We are now officially in no tree zone. So, I've explained to you multiple times...
I still have trees, but...
Yeah.
Not anywhere near enough.
Yeah. So yeah, like I've said, Enigma, I've explained to you how shit works. If you can't accept it, then... I don't know what to tell you, Chief. It's really basic stuff. You get brigged, you do the time, regardless of why it happened. If you object to it, you escalate it with moderation. Either another moderator or someone above them. You don't break the one rule that is very clearly posted, which is regardless of the reason, regardless what you think, you never leave and rejoin to evade a brigging. It's the one thing you just don't do. Like, rule number one. Well, it's not rule number one, but you know what I mean. Anyway, back to moving across the rails. Because I'm done with that conversation now. Right. So, did you get the local train to Alaka?
I'm going to turn and...
Yeah, we're done. We're done, by the way, with that other...
fuel and water.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Good eye. Don't turn her, because she's the Alaka branch passenger engine now. So she runs upgrade all the time.
Yep.
So the standard operating...
I'll take water then.
Yeah, because crown sheet full of water is the ideal. Crown sheet with no water,
Yes.
bad.
Very bad, very quickly.
Indeed.
Well, you can always add more water, but that gets risky.
Well, no, that's
Because
not.
then you
If
start
it's-
running into other
yeah.
issues.
If the crown sheet's ever bare, the boiler will fail.
Yeah. It absolutely will fail.
Like I said, you can add more water, but then you start
Yes.
getting other issues. And
Yeah.
that's not good for the engine.
Nope, you cannot blow up a train.
Boiler pressure
Railroad does not
fundamentally
support
doesn't
those.
exist. It's operations rather than simulation.
Yeah.
So-
there are other games that do sim stuff. This game does not.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Do y'all want me
Who've
to
I
try
got?
and start doing some switching around Whittier?
Who have I got in my locomotive?
Probably me. If you've got number 1.
I do.
Because that's where I was last time I was on.
Oh yeah,
you
when
want it?
when I completely foobarred the situation at Larker Junction. Why I didn't put you into the siding so you can continue up the line, I have no idea. Wait a minute. Oh,
But, yeah.
you know, I know
Uh,
there was something I forgot. I forgot to tell my passengers at Alarka to get off at Alarka. Whoops.
Yeah, I was gonna say I came up here with like 6 people in the train.
I know there was something I forgot. Whoops.
Do you want me to take number 2 and start running some of the logging stuff? 'Cause I know we've got some logs at Pinelli, and the sawmill currently does not have any log cars in its track. And there's also just a random boxcar sitting there that could probably be moved over with the rest of the boxcars. So do you want me to take 2 around and start doing that?
Sure. How about it?
I'll just point out the switches because I don't feel like figuring out which switches I need to pull. The one annoying thing about most of the at station yard spaces is they get a bit switch annoying.
Witty is just the worst.
Oh,
nine,
yeah.
nine co-
I like it. It's definitely annoying, but I like it.
Actually,
Right,
tell you
because
what.
it's. Go ahead.
Scratch the whole sweep up the line and see what needs doing thing, because State can handle that. He can deal with that
Cool.
stuff. Would you just take number 9 down to the interchange and see exactly what's turned up? Because there may have to be another westbound.
Whee.
Right, put into stop. You want me to take over number 1?
Yep.
Alright.
Put it back on the train. Actually, go switch the mines up Alarka. But don't board passengers yet.
Alright. So once it's done coaling and watering, run the coal mines, then start setting up for passenger.
Yeah, because
Alright.
we bring the copper down on the back of the passenger train, right?
Not really.
I mean, we could. We've already got a locomotive
mean-
up there. Why would we run another locomotive up there?
Because number
We've
1...
got 2 locomotives up here.
Well, no, not number 1 is the shuttle train for the branch.
Ah,
Yeah.
fair.
And
In that case,
because when
just
she's
put it back on the passengers and then grab whichever other engine's up there and
11.
It's number 11.
work the mine.
Because the thing is that what I've basically realised is with the way passengers work, it's actually better to have an actual passenger train that shuffles up and down the Alarka branch from Alarka to Bryson all the time. It only stops at Alarka it only terminates at Alarka Junction when it's meeting number 4. Otherwise, it just continually moves back and forth. Just generating
I mean,
income.
we could set a timetable, but where's the fun in that?
I mean,
That means we have to hold a timetable, and how's that going to work out?
yeah, and also, passengers just wait at stations anyway, so... What's the point now? There we go.
The advantage with the timetable is it concentrates the passengers.
Yes. The disadvantage of the timetable is then you have to follow a timetable.
Mm-hmm. I'd much rather have passengers all across the network all across the day, rather than... Yano.
Yeah, so we can just grab somebody and go run a passenger train.
Mm-hmm.
Because especially with the way this place operates.
I don't know how
Right,
many.
you
I don't know
people
how
got-
many. I don't know how many crew I'm gonna get every time we operate.
Yeah,
Like it could be as
it's
little
like
as
some days
I get like 2 to 3,
it's like 2, some days it's like 10.
7. Like we have like the days when we have 10. That's the days when stuff gets done.
Yeah, on the days when there's 2, when it's 2, Fleet and I have run
Bare
like,
bones.
throwing the last cars into the interchange 10 minutes before it cycles.
Yeah, we've managed it, but I mean, some of the trains we've run. Do you remember the number 6 and number 90 doubleheader? 5,000 tons of train. That was a
Yep.
moment. That was a. I think it was the first day number 90 actually ran, and we overestimated
Yep.
what she could actually do.
Yep. And I think, if I'm remembering right,
Number 4 had to come on the. Yep.
come on the back of that on Cowie.
Yep. Good old Thunderbird to the rescue. There we go. I got the 45 section of running ahead of me, that'll be good.
Go run.
Yeah, nice, got 7 people.
there. Alright, well, number 1 is ready for when we want to start loading up for the next shuttle run, and I'm starting to move out number 11 to go grab the copper. Do we want to leave that in the yard up here at Alarka for a bit, or do we want to take that down to the Alarka Junction yard?
Take it
Go
down
ahead
to
and run it
the
down to the junction.
yeah, because because the westbound manifest, or at least, well, depends exactly on how it's going to go. But I suspect the westbound manifest is going to be, well, first things first. It will start with whatever it is at Nantahala goods wise, and that'll be number 5 and 6 working it. They'll be running backwards with the come on, Fleet. Empty cars from the track site.
The red marble grade side?
Yeah, that's the one. And then they'll pick up whatever is from... Well, actually, no. Don't run them down yet. Stay in the yard. I know if you've just started, but push back up to the yard. Because...
I've not even left the Alarka
Good,
yard yet.
good.
I'm still gathering up the cars.
Because I'm just thinking, it's only quarter to 3. And the evening shift, the evening shift won't start until that train leaves Nantahala.
So I'm just wondering if you
because
want me to stage them down at Alarka Junction or not.
Stage
No.
them in the boatyard up at Alarka.
Yeah, because you
Alright.
might, because you'll need to gather whatever else is coming back east. As
Yeah.
the train works, as the Nantahala set works its way towards you.
Alright. I'll go double check everything over to see if there's anything that looks like it. might
Robinson
be getting
Gap's not
closed.
loading coal right now because the
Oy. They really
I've
need
got a
to.
carload of explosives that need to go up there.
Oh, for the love of Mike! Well, that's annoying. Honestly, that's express freight. Put it on. Honestly, I will highball that back west. Put it on the front of my tray once I wire it. Because I need that back up there, because number 90 earns a keep by dragging like 20 cars of coal. And if there ain't 20 cars of coal, we got problems.
Coal's important.
Coal's important. Coal's money! Coal is literally money! Also, nice we're having up. Okay, we had 7 people, now we're down to 4. Onwards!
Fuck! My game locked up as I was backing down onto the train.
Anything on the ground?
One boxcar. Locomotive's fine.
Please tell me it wasn't the one full of
And it's-
explosives.
Nope. This is just an empty one for the mill.
Ugh. Well, that's good for something. I'm gonna ease off.
It's like it's fine. It is at 97%.
Oh, it's a small wreck then. It's a
Yeah,
one. It's like
got bumped off the track. It got bumped in between the rails, but
yeah. It's one of those things that in real life it would be like one of the axles has left the track.
Yep.
And that would be it. But obviously, railroad represents all derailments the same, which understandably so, you know, because of the way the game is. It's all about the way in which the game simulates it. There we go, going up the grade now. Ease off a bit because we're getting into the sharpish parts of Cowie now, so ease off a bit, then open the... Whoa! Do not hit the air on a Cowie grade. If I stop, I'll get started again, but I will lose a lot of time. I do not wish to lose a lot of time.
Cool.
That boxcar is the one thing that's going to change my mind about highballing west immediately. With an express freight.
I love this locomotive is smaller than the boxcar behind it.
Oh, I know. It is
Adorable.
it is the adorable gremlin. There we go. I'm actually really glad our coach is a DFR red. It was a mistake, but I'm so glad it was a mistake to make us. They look so much better than the horrible greens and dark and other colours. It's so distinctive. Also, by the way, number 4 shows no signs of being incapacitated by her train. That might change on her first run over Red Marble, but we haven't met a challenge she can't face yet. So we will have to see how she does.
Yeah, no, we're not getting up the Red Marble with that train.
We
It's
shall
not
see.
happening.
We can give it a try. I want to see her make an attempt.
Oh yeah, we'll try.
Like, we'll have a helper on standby, but I want to see number 4 make the attempt. There we go. Moving on.
Howdy.
Howdy. Here for some railroader, here to ride the rails.
Wait.
There we go.
Let me check some.
Habita. Nice and smooth. Hey, that was a nice... It's not so often that I run number 4. Usually that's Chair's job. Timu says, and I quote, speed. Yes, Timu. Yes, Timu. There is the speed. The speed is absolutely what we have. The speed is just that is what we do. In fact, I will just because I'm entering an area of trackage where there are other trains, so I will just check.
Where do you want me to hold
Where are you?
with this here boxcar? I'm just coming into Silva.
Oh, ooh.
I will wait at the siding at the Silva station.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably for the best. What happened to the rest? Because there were
Alright.
there were 9 cars delivered. What happened to the rest of them?
I have 9 cars.
What are they?
Just assorted nonsense.
Oh, a sort of nonsense.
I got 1 for the mill. I got 3 cars for signals at Almond. I've got like a couple cars for Brazen.
Oh. Well, in that case then... Oh, if you've got cars going... I thought that was the only car going west. In that case, bring the...
Just bring it on down into the yard, and we'll throw something, and we'll throw number 7 on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I thought it was just 1 car for west of, Whittier, but no, it's not. If it's a decent
Alright.
if it's a decent cut, I'm coming into Dillsborough now, so you can pass me.
Cool. We'll see if I can get there before you need to start rolling again.
You probably will. There
Yeah, probably.
there we go.
Alright, for reference, the T-21 can haul about 221 tons up a 4.5% grade. And that goes down to about 211 at the peak of 4.8% on some points.
I mean, that's from a standing
All right,
start.
so what you're telling me is
Is-
get a run.
No.
is get a
That
good
is
run
how
at.
much she can pull up
That's
that
what
grade
it's rated,
physically.
what it's rated for.
Yeah.
You can, if you get a run at it, you can do things that you shouldn't. That doesn't mean that's a good idea.
I mean, the thing is, if we
We'll give it a try.
yeah, if number 4 hits Red Marble at about 35 miles an hour, which from a standing start at Nanta Harlan, knowing her acceleration, she can absolutely do.
She can.
I
She
think-
might be able to push up most of it, but I'm not
We'll see
certain
how it goes.
how much.
Yeah,
It
we
depends
will
on
see
how
how
heavy a
it
train
goes,
she's pulling.
And we're going to end up buying S51s to shove over.
Oh yeah, we absolutely are. Yeah, like that's the whole point. Like that's what I've been eyeing because we don't do enough heavy switching work to justify them for anywhere else, or even an S23. But as a shover for Red Marble, yeah, no, yeah. Oh bloody hell! I hear them drivers going round. Christ Almighty! Bloody hell! I hear that. How fast are you going?
Don't worry about it.
What do you mean? Do not derail the MacGuffin McMuffin. I swear to God.
I'm not gonna. We're good.
If he
We're
says don't worry about it, you should probably worry about it.
Why do you think I'm worrying about it?
Why is he taking a tank locomotive at 48 miles an hour?
What
We're
is-
fine.
Oh my God! Slow down, you mad,
It's fine. We're still
Wow.
on the rail.
you mad fool!
Yeah,
Oh
my
my
life
God!
Those
Oh
drivers
my
should not
God.
let you go that fast.
The speed! The speed! Oh my God!
It's about
Oh
to hit the
my
fan.
locomotive going
actual-
that
Oh
fast.
my God! I'm surprised he's not got the whistle cord just pulled taut as he's coming through all the crossings. Slow down, you crazy fool! The yard's coming up.
No, I have a plan. I have a plan.
Oh my God! Dump the air, you madcap maniac!
The madman has a plan.
That's,
No, I'm gonna go throw it back into the yard.
that is what concerns me. Like, good gravy.
It's fine.
Alright, right away!
That madman, how do you push that little
Well,
logger
it's
that
downgrade.
fast?
It's downhill from the interchange to Silva.
You should be blowing the
The valve,
piston caps off
the,
of that thing.
the valve
Yep.
gear should be gone.
Not just the valve gear, the entire piston heads.
There's a side rod about to hit the ground. Came off while I was coming through Silva.
So, yeah, so I have a one-cylinder...
poor
so
locomotive.
yeah, I have a one-cylinder engine now.
One, try half cylinder.
Oh, God almighty, there we go.
Good God.
What I might do, actually, is for the first run of the entire line, I am tempted to actually do something I've been wanting to do for ages. So, I'm actually thinking I might buy, like, I might go a bit into the red again, and I might buy 5 Pullman 1893 Palace cars.
Highfalutin.
And the reason why is I'll put that with the observation, and that will be the train that serves Silver, Dillsborough, Whittier, Bryson, Nantahala, and what's the final station?
Andrews.
Andrews. And that'll be number 4's train.
Yeah.
And then the other two...
Number 4's not going to pull all that.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Those
No.
are
Pullman
cars
palaces
are
are
heavy.
heavy.
Can't be heavier than a current train, which is 8 cars.
Yeah, they're lighter than the Osgood Bradleys. But to be fair, the Osgood Bradleys are quite heavyweights.
Yeah, I think, honestly, I think she'll be fine. 6 of those. Yeah, I think she'll be fine. Yeah, actually, she will be fine.
And you said you're going to want me to put this on the end of your train, or do you want me to...
No,
together,
remember because
westbound.
because there's a westbound, because there are more westbound cars than I thought there were. Here we go. So, approaching Silver now.
What sort of shape are you in, bud?
And what this means I can do
Oh yeah, you'll do fine.
is it means I can split off the normal passenger train into two probably two 4-car rakes, each with one Osgood and the rest being, the platform cars. And what I can do is I can have one set in traffic with I'll probably buy a 260 for the task, because I don't need any more power than that. Although, actually, you know what? I'll buy another T-17. Why not? I'll buy another T-17, and we can have our passenger fleet be moguls.
I
There we
mean,
go. We're arriving at Silver.
if you're doing an Osgood, I'm not completely certain either the very small locomotives will completely handle it.
4 coaches, only one of which is an Osgood. T-17 will handle that.
They probably won't like grades though, so
I mean,
Yeah,
even if they
send
don't...
it.
Yeah, even if they don't like grades, it'd be fine. Just send it. They'll be fine. I'm fairly certain. Number 4's not that much more powerful than them, and she handles 27 tons with ease. So if this train is like a half and then a bit lighter, at that point you just you'll be fine. Right. Yep. So we need to turn the train now.
yeah.
Thank God for the silver
Remember, that is
line.
a great
T-17. Yeah, the T-17 will about handle that
That's
at 1.5 degrees.
like
or
it's
1.5%,
gonna be the
so-
same situation
That's
on
most of the line.
Aha!
what?
We got no coal in the tower here in the yard.
I know. No, but it's all right.
I did not know that.
We'll aim for that track.
I can
South
probably make Whittier.
With number 7, yeah, you absolutely can. She was cold up at Whittier before she made a run down here, so she has enough coal to get to Whittier on an outbound run. There we go. There we go.
Oh, you actually have to open the water hatch now.
Oh yeah,
That's new.
it's a feature. I wonder where the interchange trackage went. I know we got a Y, and I'm glad we got a Y, but the railroads, the trackage of the other railroad is just gone.
Oh yeah, that came back down on the other side of the river.
Yeah, there is no other railway now, and there never was. Alright, so put the loco's air brake on, just gently glide past the switch. Timu says, that's fast, and yeah baby, that is fast. That loco was indeed, as the kids say, doing numbers. Killed me
I
now.
had places to be!
Yes, you did, but that didn't mean you had to nearly ruin our only Switch engine.
But did I?
No, but... Don't you dare use logic against
It
me.
is an honest miracle that you didn't.
Don't you use logic against me. Back she
What the
comes.
fuck?
Ah, I've got the coal to get back to Whittier, that is fine. So Sylvia, so Dillsborough, Wilmont, Whittier, Ella, Bryson, Hemingway, Lark Junction, Almond, Nantahala, copied a coupled. There we go.
Beans. Hang on. Number 9. I forgot to cut a car out.
There we go. Huff, 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 huff. There is something so satisfying about this game at times. When it works right and everything looks as it should. Beautiful. Don't know what it is about number 4, but she's just is fantastic. Just to operate and to just listen to. Because of the way her cylinder stroke's set up, she sounds fantastic.
Oh, yeah, no, that's why that was left there.
There we go. And around the Y. I will admit, the ability to turn entire trains is wonderful.
Right. Do we want to make another shuttle run of the Alarka branch, or...
Oh yeah, go for it.
I'll start loading.
Just aim to be back in Alarka before I get to Bryson.
Which you can do easily.
Junction. Cochrane, right? Yeah. If there is anyone that wants to take the shuttle run.
Ooh, that was quite a nice little ditty.
We have exactly 15 passengers.
It's better than nothing.
They're also spread evenly across all the coaches.
Well, of course they are. Who
Which
wants to sit in crowded coaches?
I don't know. For some reason, they sometimes just like to accumulate in a single coach.
I mean, that could be like a party of people. Like, you know, like...
Oh, no.
Ignore it. Keep rolling. No, I'm yelling at the AI. Ignore me.
Yeah, it's like, how dare you, artificial intelligence.
Because the
am I-
problem is that the
am I imagining things, or did there used to be a water tower at Silver?
no, there's a water tower at Dillsborough.
Yeah, I
Probably
know.
the one you're thinking of.
Probably, yeah.
I know there's a few mods that'll add one at Silver, though, so they will sometimes pop up, and that can cause confusion.
Come on, clear the main. Just while I'm doing my stop, because I want to make sure that I'm clear of the main and that I'm able to walk my train. Because I haven't walked my train And I want to make sure that all my bearings are oiled, because I do not want any problems. Right, and also I'm on the wrong side of the bloody cab anyway, so... Right, okay, so... get inside the loco, oil up. Yep, this is something you gotta do. Luckily the game actually allows you to just walk one side of a train and oil the bearings. But obviously in real life you would have to walk both sides of a train and all of the axles on a train. But in this game you can do
Norfolk
this.
Southern will give you 3 minutes, and Norfolk Southern will give you 30 seconds car to do it.
Well, luckily everything's roller bearings now, so that's not so much of a problem. I think the FRA mandated roller bearings for mainline stock, didn't they?
No.
No.
But they're, shit. The AAR mandates them for interchange.
Ah, right.
So you still have cars that are on plain bearings running around that don't get interchanged.
Right.
But
Right.
If it's interchange, it's on rollers, and pretty much all new stock is going to be on rollers these days, just because
yeah.
it's
anything
easier to make everything on
anything
it.
new is on rollers, yes. There's a lot of like old like maintenance wagons and that kind of thing still floating around, but
And you also just have all the various short lines who just have whatever. And most of that doesn't leave their right of way.
I mean, there are actually a few like mid-level short lines that aren't like the big railroads got dispensation to get rear-end train indicators. Short lines didn't get that. You want to do freight operations on a short line? You gotta have a caboose. That is not the joke, by the way. Short lines did not get the exemption.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. And we're underway on the westbound run. Not bad at all. Hopefully being Bryson by
The fact
half.
that we don't run with cabooses is in fact a violation.
It's snowing in Finland, Timu? Well, I hope you're safe and wrapped up warm. Because Finnish snows can be a little bit, get a bit cold over there. So just take care, wrap yourself up warm.
for it, honestly.
I know this won't apply to this game because this server does not run mods, but there's a Huntington and Broadtop little bobber caboose being developed that is just a tiny little caboose.
Oh, by the way,
I'm going to
I
take advantage of that so much.
I am being very, very tempted by the streamlined cars. I am being very, very tempted. I'm not going to give in. I'm not going
to use UMM.
Yeah, I'm not going to give in to the temptation, but it's just streamlining the Drakkenfell and the Fleet of Oceans would be great.
Oh, there's also streamliner locomotives as well. So it's just like...
honestly, one of the things I love is a non-streamlined Pacific working with streamlined stock. I like the aesthetic.
Yeah, that's also just like a nice streamliner is also aesthetic.
It is, but the problem is a lot of them are very much Hiawatha-esque, whereas I wanted like a lot of the shrouds that people have put on them. They're all very much they're not the sort of streamlining I like. Basically.
I mean, let me go see if I can't find those mods.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Because they're all by one person.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
And-
They don't look bad. They're just not
Yeah.
not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the right style of
They
streamlining
could use
for this
some more
part.
variety.
Yeah,
but
it's not the right streamlining for this part of the country anyway.
I don't even know if the Southern ran was streamlining.
Not really.
Streamlined diesels.
Not they they did some partial streamlining, and obviously they had like F units and E units and all that stuff. But
They stuck with heavyweight
In
cars
this
the
part, like,
longest.
why would you streamline things? The mountain's the reason you're not going fast, not air resistance.
I mean,
Yeah.
streamlining was an aesthetic choice, but the Southern just went, some of our trains.
The Southern is one of the railroads that use road switchers for passenger operations.
You get a
And
train,
the Southern
you
was
got a
not
problem?
a small locomotive. Or
Yeah,
not
like-
a small railroad.
Yeah, and you're getting the heavyweight passenger cars and a 482 mounted. What's that? You want some of the diesels that are working our fast trains in the lowlands? Tough!
Fast trains in the lowlands. Buddy, that boy's hauling to U.S. mail. Stay in your lane. You don't pay as well as the mail does.
Yeah, this train. Yeah. Oh, what's that? This train has a mail coach? Well, yeah, of course it does. But unfortunately, in order for that mail to get anywhere at speed, we have to have a 482 on the front of this train. Now, are you gonna complain some more, or are you gonna get on the fucking train? Angry Southern Railway noises. That's good. At work and warm. Well, I hope we're keeping you entertained at work, Timu. I really hope we are, because work can be a drag, as we all know. So I hope we're keeping you entertained and feeling fine while you're on the clock.
Hold for a second there, Fleet.
Oh, shit, it's too late.
Boxcar back out of the yard.
It's too late.
No, you're fine. We'll hold short.
Which
Okay.
track?
I thought you were just coming in. I didn't realize you were already.
I keep overestimating how much braking, or I keep underestimating how much braking force I get applied. while
Yeah,
I'm
we're
coming
on realistic.
into
Yeah,
Cochrane.
we're on realistic. Yeah,
Oh,
we were expecting.
it's realistic for certain kinds of brakes.
It is. Yeah, dump in the air still has the same effect. Then again, we've not been on red marble, so we haven't had gradients that warrant a runaway. Red marble is the one place where people might get caught off guard.
Do you want number 7 to hold at Barker's for you to come around, or you just want it to go ahead and head on down into Whittier?
Honestly, I'm not gonna catch it.
Yeah, but certain kinds of brakes apply more braking force than other kinds of brakes. I don't know all the stats off the top of my head, but different brakes use different braking power.
There we go.
I mean, number 7 is in fact just on AI. I'm running it, fooling with number 9, doing some switching, and running number 2 up the branch at the same time.
I'm not gonna catch it because I've got to stop. No matter how fast I'm going, even if I'm doing 45, I've got to stop at
Yeah,
Wilmot.
you've got to stop it. You've got to stop at Wilmot. Yeah.
So I'm not gonna catch it. And besides, I've still got to obey 35 for Cowie. Five people watching the streams. Nice to have you all here. Hope you're all enjoying it. If you feel like throwing some bits out there, please do. If you feel like gifting some subs or subscribing yourself, please do. Every little bit of money helps me go self-sufficient and do this thing for a living. I do it as a hobby, but I'd like to do it for a living, so, you know, every little bit helps. Oh. Dr. Dree613 has followed. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much.
What I'm gonna do, Fleet, is I'm gonna have number 7 come as far as Whittier. It's gonna hand the rest of this train off to number 10, and then number 7's gonna come back east with
Yes!
the Little Pulp.
Yes, because that keeps number 7 where she's meant to be, and moves number 10 back towards where she's supposed to be for the ore drag.
Or I can have number 10 come east with the Little Pulpwood, whatever.
I'm working
no.
on downloading the game.
Oh, that's good. Always more the merrier.
Yeah.
The more the merrier. Always more people welcome. But yeah, thank you, Dr. Dree. I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing. stick around. Obviously, we have Rule the Waves on a Tuesday, Railroader on a Wednesday, and the current Sunday streaming is Steel Division 2 with the Corellia campaign. And we seem to be doing fairly well. James Requiem has followed. Thank you very much for the follow again, like I said. Rule the Waves 3 on a Tuesday, Railroader on a Wednesday, and Corellia on Steel Division 2 Corellia campaign on a Sunday. This Sunday was a bit weird. I was not feeling myself. Turns out I was very, very ill. Took me until Monday to recover. But
Yeah, don't die.
Well, yeah,
Considered a bad idea.
I did not die. I ended the stream early and I went to have a lie down, and then I was violently ill, shall we say, for the rest of the day. Luckily, it seems that cleaned out whatever was in my system and was bugging me, because I was fine the next day. But yeah, I really was not feeling all that hot. Yeah. Dr. Dre 613 says, great game, lots of work to do when you're playing alone. Yeah, there is lots of work to do playing alone, but I've always loved playing these things in multiplayer. Like,
The other nice thing about playing alone is that you can sort of tailor your workload, right? If you don't want to deal with running like half the map at tier 5, you can just not. Right?
Yeah.
You can tailor how much you're doing. You can tailor a lot of that.
Yeah.
Right? I know Fleet was very surprised when he looked at my own primary save game and discovered that I do no captive service. I just don't fool with it.
Yep. Wheatley Weasels followed. Thank you very
I
much.
just realized you were streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
But yeah, so the captive service is a thing. Like, but one of the things we do here on the Dreadnought Inflation, because it's a community server, is we take as much work on as we can, so that there is ideally always something to be done. Always something's got to be moved. A passenger train's got to run, because now that passengers have changed, it used to be that the passenger train would go out to the end of the line in the morning, and then you'd have a bunch of freight work pottering around in the middle of the day, and then the passenger train would come back. Because passengers used to only generate when the service was being run. Whereas now, that's no longer the case. So that means that the passenger train has to basically always be in motion. I
would like to have
deal with
words
stuff
with whoever
like local
keeps
services.
parking locomotives that haven't been cooled and watered. Why are they being put away half empty?
I have no idea. But yeah, so we run the server with as much demand as we possibly can, including captive service.
So when are we installing Kirkland?
When are we doing what?
No. We are not installing Kirkland.
What do you mean?
We are not installing the
What do you
200.
mean?
We are not installing the 200 coal cars at Tier 1 mod.
Hey,
Gee,
I
oh,
only
no.
hauled 63,000 tons of coal out of there the other day.
My goodness.
Kirkland
Yeah.
coal is absurd, and I love it.
Kirkland coal is for people who want all the freight and nothing else.
I mean, honestly, that's one of the things I do miss. I do miss some of the longer, I do miss us not having any long drag freights.
Yeah.
I want
You know,
something
so
that,
it
you
goes.
know, I want something the Santa Fe is actually going to be useful for.
Well, once we have red marble, the Santa Fe will be useful. Like
do you
just
all
to
have
work,
a,
just to work. Go ahead.
I was just wondering, do you guys have like a shunting yard I could go to? Because I don't trust myself with anything mainline related.
Well, here's the thing: we have
We
have a
anything
system.
much that needs doing right now.
But thing is, that's actually ideal for you because you get to go through the process that all new DFR staff get when they join the railroad. So what happens is you will join an experienced driver, so probably either stake or random. They will run you through whatever task they're doing, and ideally you'll also get a feel for the route and where everything is. You'll then take over the task that they're doing while they supervise, and if they're satisfied that you can handle the locomotive, know the speed limits, know the general operating practice, they'll pass you off as a driver. And at that point, you are then free to operate on the railway at the direction of the manager. Me.
Alright. And then I just pray to God I don't cause a boiler explosion.
You can't. You're
This
alright.
game doesn't
Happen.
have boiler explosions.
Pressure is not
If
represented.
it did, we'd have blown up a few.
Oh yeah, just a bit. Just a bit. I mean, we absolutely would have done.
Yeah, thunder and upgrade, running out of water.
Oh, don't remind me. That whole thing with number 5, I massively underestimated the climb. I could have made it if I hadn't run out of water.
Yeah, I said, hey, you want to take water? And you said, nah, we'll be alright.
Yeah, because I didn't realise just quite... Then again...
Well, that was a damn lie.
Then again, that was before the update that actually,
Yeah.
made reverses work like they should, which...
Yes.
So,
And made water consumption reasonable, yeah.
yeah, so
That's,
I should have been fine. I was not, as it turned out.
He was not, in fact, fine.
That was the day number 4 first got the name as the rescue engine. She came up behind 1,000 tons of train and shoved it along with her 4 passenger coaches up to Hemingway and then on to Alaka Junction.
Based.
So there's a reason why number 4 is called Thunderbird. She's rescued more trains than we actually... I think it's like 7 rescues she's done now.
mm-hmm. And helped a couple more that weren't stopped yet, but we're probably gonna.
Yeah. Like, absolutely. James Requiem says, great game alone or with a crew?
How many-
Mods or no mods?
Do we have another...
No. No mods, because it's because...
Do we...
Can I... Because this is a community server, we keep it mod-free. We keep it mod-free, so anyone can join, like someone is right now, with literally no modding or extra steps. You just download the game, and boom, you're in.
Do we have another coal car for East Whittier off at Interchange right now?
Not sure.
Okay, because there's the one
It'll
here
be
is down to
just
like 20 odd
under
miles.
half an hour until I join, I think, because Georgia internet sucks.
Yeah, you'll have that. Yeah, the one here's down to like 10 ton, and
I probably don't need to take... I probably won't take coal at Whittier then. I'll save that for the freights that need it. Because I can probably power on through to Bryson.
Bryson.
And I'll coal and water when I get there.
Alright. You are coming up from... Well,
I am catching... do you want 7 into the yard at East Whittier or
Yeah.
not?
Huh,
Random.
It is. It will be. Give it a
It's
minute.
not. It's not.
alright, would you prefer
It
if
will
I...
be. Don't fool with the switches.
I am not fooling with the switches. But I'm coming up behind it.
Yeah, it's going into the arc. See?
Oh, so it is.
If with number
The
1, would you prefer if I put that onto the Bryson main line or to the secondary line?
It really doesn't matter. Just
'Cause
remember...
I don't know which one you would prefer for easier calling.
Well, the thing is, you're going to be back in Alaka by the time I get there.
Possibly. It will depend on how long it takes me to run around.
Do whatever you got to do.
It shouldn't take too long.
Whichever one you're on, whichever one you're on, we can run traffic through on the other.
Yeah.
But,
There we
someone
go.
was mentioning earlier about mods. I play with mods.
Yeah.
It is very easy to have the mod suddenly not work on you. So
yeah.
it is very much a good reason why this server does not run
Yeah.
with mods.
Uh,
They can
Jay-
be a right
uh,
pain.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
cool.
James, it
Okay.
sure is sweet. It sure is a sweet game, James. You're absolutely right. It is pretty much unique.
It is the right blend of simulation and operation, I feel.
Like you can sort of get this kind of experience out of like Run 8 or that kind of thing if you really start fooling with things, but you have to fool with things, and it's not
Steam era.
just not.
Yeah, it's not Steam era. It's a lot more restrictive.
I mean, it can be, right? But it's also just it takes a whole lot more fooling.
I didn't think Run 8 had any steam locomotives or even simulation for them.
You can sorta. Things get, you know how that goes. Right?
Yeah. I mean, obviously the game that came before this that myself, Random, and other people used to play a lot was Railroads Online. That used to be good. But, well, it still is, but I haven't played it in ages.
We haven't played it since this game came out.
Yeah, because we got stuck into this, and, well, that was that. Because of the way we run things, the ad hoc way we run things, the way we have people on different things, like...
Library with over 300 hours played.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a good game to just kill time, right?
And there's something different every day. Operations are usually never the same. There's usually something different going on.
Or at least with me, like, I have semi-recently started up a new save. The railroad name is the Silva, Cowie Riverside, and Peachtree Line.
Nice.
If you want the reporting mark, it is scrap. We are the scrap line.
I mean,
There is a mod that lets you buy used locomotives and rolling stock. We only buy used locomotives and rolling stock.
which, to be fair, is what
That
short
is the
line.
entire point of that game.
Yeah, which, to be fair, is accurate for short lines.
Oh yes.
Yes. But I've had a good time with it. Because it's like, if I was playing a regular game, I would have never gotten number 4, which for me is a little A12440. It's called the Little Old and Crappy because it is little, it is old, and it is crappy because it does not have much tractive effort.
An A12?
Yes, it's a modded locomotive.
Oh,
It is
my
a very
lord.
little 440.
Oh my lord. Tiny. Dr. D says, not as good as this game. I think with Railroads Online, it's not a case as not as good, it's different. It is different. It is 3-foot narrow gauge railroading where you dictate how operations are because you build the trackage. Oh, we had some scuffed trackage back in the day, didn't we? Like, we had some properly scuffed trackage. Like, do you remember the trestle bridge of, oh my god, hit the throttle, otherwise we're not getting up it? Do you remember that? Guys? Did I just lose everybody there for a second? Oh, poor...
Random appears to have deafened.
Oh, fair enough. He's probably doing something. Oh, poor Poseidon. Bless him. He's ill. Ah, never mind. We're missing the madcap Canadian. That is a real shame. That is a real shame. Still,
I'm Floridian. Is that a good enough substitution?
Oh god, it's a Florida man. Hide your wives.
No, hide your copper wire.
At least he leads into
Hide
it.
your everything.
He leads into it. Honestly,
Start counting telegraph.
I
poles.
could
Gotta make sure we
respect
forgot
the.
that.
I could respect. Wait, what?
Yeah, start counting telegraph poles. They've got copper wire on them.
Random, do you remember some
Well,
of the
no,
scuff?
just count the telegraph wires. As long as we have all the wires, it's
There
fine.
was. Oh fuck! Was it East Kentucky?
Do you? Yeah, go
That's
on,
a
you
thing
first.
that used to happen.
Do you
People stealing copper wire out of telegraph lines.
Do you remember the scuffed trackage we used to have in Railroads Online? Like, because we used to have...
Absolutely.
Oh, I just...
Yeah, right? Because
Oh,
you get people who play that game, right? And who just, like,
They
build
build it...
themselves a nice, neat, absolutely beautiful, run through everything. Nah.
We didn't do that. We did it
Where's
properly.
the fun in that?
Yeah, we did it properly. Well, we were like, okay, so build the first package of the mill. Okay, we've done that. Right. Okay, so we need to expand it. We didn't leave room for expansion. Okay. Put a thing there. We got to go somewhere else. All right. So build a switch here and do that then. What do you mean that? So what's the grade? It's 6%. Should be right. Just like 4 bets and go.
Fucking send it.
You literally, that was our motto. Like, and there was one thing where we had a trestle, like we had a trestle, and you had to come up in at speed, otherwise Betsy wouldn't make the grade with 4 log cars. But problem is, when you got to the top, you'd have like it wasn't so much a curve in the track; it was a kink. It was a kink in the track.
4% grade, and then almost as sharp a turn as the game would let you make.
It literally ES&D levels.
Oh, it was just like it was scuffed. It was scuffed. Like the amount of time. I mean, the amount of times we had, we got round there by the skin of our teeth. We both went, "Whoa!" And it very nearly was the end.
Fucking send it up this trestle,
and
to get and have your entire wheelbase snap like a pretzel.
You had to full send it. If you didn't full send it, you wouldn't make it. But also, you had to get it right, because if you didn't do it right, you would have... Because you couldn't come off the throttle until Betsy herself had cleared the summit. That's how steep the grade was. You needed all the momentum, but if you came off a second too late, you would have too much energy, and oh, that's one of your wagons in the valley. Yeah, it was scuffed. It was aggressively scuffed.
So the wagon fucking flying into the valley. Goodbye, log cabin belonging to a family of 5.
That wasn't the worst of it, though. The worst of it was when we lost 2 log wagons and never got them back, including the loads they were carrying. They went off to space, and I think they're on the moon now.
They got sent to the nether.
Never mind the nether, which is... Because this was prior to the whole thing that let you keep track of where stuff had gone to. So we just there were no markers apart from where the players were, and at that point that was it. We'd lost them, and we're like, well, they're gone, aren't they? Yep. Can't get them back. Nope. And then we managed to somehow scrape together enough to. So that was the first save. The second save, we went around the mountain to the lumber mill rather than over it, because the first time we did it, I didn't realize I built over the mountain, which was a bit weird. So we went round, and we had like a passing loop, and we actually got to the point where we were actually gotten pretty good at building the trackage. And this was after like the whole spline related update, so the trackage was like pretty smooth and stuff. We were like, yeah, curves that make sense, and we were very happy.
Yes.
And so we built this new trackage.
And then Railroader came out, and we haven't touched the game since.
Yep. So we missed all the new graphical updates and everything, but we might come back to it one day. But that's probably after, like, I'll have a computer big enough to just have this server constantly running, and I'll have like a player base that operates it, like every day.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, what have we got here?
I mean, there is a mod that will let you run a headless Railroader client to reduce load on a server computer, and that is only needed on the host side.
But
that is a long time in the future, if it happens at all.
Yeah, that would be the kind of thing where you set up like a proper dedicated server computer.
Yeah.
And like my channel, like there would have to be like 4 to 5 people wanting to play on the server every single day. Like,
back in a moment.
Like that would have to be where we would get to. Like that would have to be the level of followers I would have to, you know, get to that level. But we are nowhere near that yet.
getting close to the download being done, and then I just have to open the game.
And then the game
I'm
boots up
sure.
pretty quick in my
That
experience.
carriage squeal will be fine. I'm sure. It's fine. It's fine. No one's too fussed. It's fine. We're all right. She'll be right, mate. Everything's still on the rails. We're good. We're fine. Little bit overzealous there in the acceleration. Tiny bit. Little bit.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say something just got fucked, didn't it?
No, it just like I just got rudely.
Fleet would let
I
us
just,
know if he sent something in the dirt.
Yeah, no, I would be like it would have been like there's a reason why the whole flange squeal bit was followed by everything still on the rails. That was very clear. Because if things had gone wrong, you would have had an ooh, and then there would have been silence, and then someone would have said, "Fleet, what have you done?" That's usually how derailments happen. There's usually an ooh or a fuck or a damn it, and then everyone goes,
Yeah.
"What just happened?"
Who's put something in the dirt?
Yeah, what's on the ground? Like that's where we are, you know. That's where we are. We had There we go. Round the bend and out the other side and accelerating back up to 35. Beautiful. Fantastic. Brilliant. Marvellous. I remember when this was the only trackage we had. Just the Whittier to Ella section and that was it. A few box cars here and there going back and forth. A few log cars down the Conley branch. One passenger coach and one caboose is the only way we moved people. Oh, good times. Really good times.
Honestly, there's probably a reason why I keep starting new games. It's just the small scale is nice.
I know, and like, while I would like, the thing is, I'm starting to return to that with some of the because thing is, as we get bigger, there actually is a room for the small scale to creep back in, so the local passenger train will return with a smaller engine, as number 4 moves on to express duty, serving only the major towns. Like, there is room for the small scale to creep back in. Right, I'll be back in just a tick while number 4 does a station stop.
Why is that here? Oh, that's Walker Logs. Okay.
There's another Railroader mod website?
Oh yeah, there's several.
Why are there so many?
Because people can host things themselves. And it's new, right? So there wasn't just one established place where all the mods go.
Just realized my headlamp is dead.
You'll have that.
Okay, who's running the train? Who's running the
That
train?
is me, because number 10 was going to catch you.
Oh, okay, right. Move! Move! Thank you. I'll go. Go, 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 go.
All
Go.
yours.
I sit back down and Fleet's panicking. What happened?
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's just random this random
Very
show.
unexpectedly moving on him.
It's just random proving why he is on the board of directors of the company, and the only other member of the server to be so.
Yes. Yeah, number 4 needed to keep moving.
How far behind me are you?
Well, number 1
Are you?
is clearing
Not horrendously.
Hemingway, so
It's just now coming into Ela, right? So right now,
Y'all
you would have been getting it,
should be
catching the
clear.
tail of your train.
Yeah.
alright, do you want me to hold Alarka Junction to wait for number 4 to catch up there?
No. Head back up to Alarka.
Okay.
Grab passengers for anywhere west of Alarka Junction. And come back down.
Alright.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah, it does. We'll push on up as quickly as is reasonably possible.
Shut up about your approach signals.
Approach signal danger, sir. Yeah, Dr. G. Did you guys say it's public server and anyone can join? Yes, I did. I did, in fact, say this is a public server. No, I wasn't muted. I was away having a break for 2 minutes. Take from that what you will.
want to plug it. Yeah. You want to plug into the Railroader server browser DFR, and you will find your way here.
Uh-huh. You can't be missed. There is a password. We do have a VC that we're in. So this is the official Railroader server of 2 servers, but the VC is housed in one of them, which is the Dry Dock, which is the server of Drakenifel. If you follow the links in my Twitch to my YouTube, you'll see it's one of the persons that my YouTube channel is subscribed to. And then from there you can find Drakenifel, and from there you can find his Discord, and then once you get into there and follow the things, you'll find us in the Event Room 1 if you want to join us on Voice. And we run this every Wednesday, starts an hour and 50 minutes ago, and it runs every Wednesday.
For a couple hours.
Yeah, basically as long as, you know, we feel like going for. It's shaping up to be a good session today.
It's reassuring. There's 1.2 tons of coal in the East Whittier loader.
Yeah, save that for yeah, save that for number.
That's going to be in number 2's tender here in a minute.
Yeah, and then that car can be, you know, part of the stuff that goes back to the interchange.
I think you're gonna need to invest in a few more coal cars.
We have several. Just God knows where they are.
One's at
The
Nantahala.
Eladin took them and we ain't seen them since.
Yeah.
L&N's off at Murphy. Wrong end of the line. That's where the Andrews interchange connects to.
Well, it was an Eladin locomotive.
Yeah.
Eladin just like gremlin stealing coal cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
That does
It's
seem
got
like
taken
Eladin
by-
type behavior.
this is almost a
I
tea
think
and
they
moonshine
used the
scenario.
Atlantic.
Like, this is where we are. We are approaching tea and moonshine levels of shenanigans. That damn J50
Yeah,
is
that's-
nicked off with one of the coal cars and is just run
It's
off
the,
with it to West Virginia.
It's the
No, it's the Atlantic coastline I think they use that
it's
takes
the
all
AC
our stuff from Silva.
Yeah, well, one end's the southern, one end's the Eladin, and I don't remember which.
Yeah, L&N is out past Andrews because they connected at Murphy. And that is out past Andrews.
Yeah,
Because Silva connects out to Murphy Junction, which is nowhere near the town of Murphy,
Yeah, that's...
and that connects to the Southern Main Line.
Yep. Just wrap your head around that one, folks, if you can.
I will post a map that, if you want, you can put up on stream and let people see the interesting route that is the Great Smoky Mountain Railroad,
Hey.
formerly the Murphy branch of the Southern Railway.
Wait, this still exists?
Yes.
Yes, it's run under the Great Smoky Mountain Railway.
They don't run
run all
trains
of it,
on the
though.
whole thing.
Yeah,
But yeah, Great Smoky Mountains is the Murphy Bridge.
Damn.
part of it at least. They own everything out to, I think, Andrews.
Yeah, they
But they
own
don't
Red
run out
Marble.
to
They do
Andrews
not run
anymore.
Red Marble. Because why on earth
Yeah.
would they run Red Marble?
It's also because the grade condition on Red Marble has degraded so bad it has gone from about a 4.5 degree average to about a 7% average.
I mean, they could rack
Yeah.
it up, funnily enough.
They could.
I mean, I know Piker's Peak is
Uh,
standard gauge, so they could rack it up like Piker's Peak and buy some of the rail cars.
Yeah, but why would they do that? Like, they are a tourist railroad. They have exactly $0.
Yeah.
They were desperate enough for money that they sold 2 locomotives to Mr. Beast.
Oh.
That's not a joke.
Oh. How much money did he give for them? I hope they...
I have no idea. I mean,
I-
he paid market rate.
I mean, I hope
Like,
he...
they happened to be selling them, and he happened to buy them, right? Like, it wasn't...
Oh. That hot box log wagon is annoying. Luckily, it's one of ours, so I'm not really bothered about getting it fixed.
Yeah, the one hanging out there in Bryson.
Yeah, I'm not too fussed about getting it fixed because it's one of ours.
Just throw it in the roundhouse, Bryce.
At some point, that will
Or
happen.
throw it behind the roundhouse.
Yeah, at some point that will happen. But right now, I'm doing my stop at Bryson. I'm going to take coal and water. I need to take coal and water, and I can only really do that here before. Because if I don't take coal and water now, I am not going to make the Bryson grade. Nor am I going to make it all the way to Nantahala. Yep, so tie down one of the cars, uncouple, and go forwards to take coal and water. There we go.
Right.
Lovely. Good old Thunderbird. She's actually starting to degrade purely through the amount of operational work she does. She's actually approaching 80%. And that's not through wreckage or damage, that's just how much she's been working. In fact, I don't think number 4 has ever been wrecked. She's just been continuously working with that break of passenger cars since she was basically bought for the job.
Yeah, she definitely needs a bit of shed time then.
Maybe. When she gets to 75, I'll consider it. But for now, she's alright. Oh, I hear a steam engine coming into Bryson Yard. That must be number 10 with the freight train. And it is. And yes, she's lettered for a different company. This is lettered for Random's own save, because it's the locomotive he prefers. So she is on loan from our partner company in the Dunbroke. But as she's running it on the DFR, she's numbered as number 10. And well, she's that tender is absolutely thirsty. I took water at Oh, okay. We've actually still got plenty of water. So in that case, then I will just take coal then. There we go.
We eat so much. Number one eats so much coal when she's having to push this rake of cars. Probably because of all the grade.
Yep. Small drivers as well.
Yeah. Honestly, what probably needs to be done is get like a small fleet of dedicated passenger locos. Like,
Well, the funny thing is,
I hate to suggest this.
The funny thing is, that's honestly kind of what's happening. So number one is stepping back into the role she used to perform before number 4 was bought, branch line passenger engine. Only this time it's on the branch. Number 4 will be elevated to an express passenger role once the line is fully opened and we have the full rake of coaches for the express run. And then a new loco will be bought to take on the role of local passenger engine for the rest of the route.
But, what I'm saying is, you probably need to buy some more T-21s, just as actually more capable short-line passenger locomotives.
The funny thing is that we don't actually...
Pacific.
We don't need a Pacific. We don't run passenger trains nearly heavy enough for that.
Hello.
Hello, it's the guy who everyone happens to like. Awfully nice to see you. So I think I'm
How's the road railing going?
Yeah, it's going well. We are roading the rails, as you might say. Oh, it reminds me. Steak. Pick up passengers for Cochrane, Almond, and Nantahala, and meet me at Alaka Junction.
Yeah.
We need to do the transfer
I'm heading
operations.
up that way to pick him up now. Let me double check. There isn't any other station. Yeah. There's a bunch of names, but there's only 2 stations, Nantahala and Almond.
Are you really tackling the grade ahead of the passenger train? You cheeky fuck! Get back here! I have right of way! Get back here! After him!
To see who gets out ahead.
He's got a head start on me. But number 4 has always been quick off the mark, even with a 9-coach train.
Looks like Tin is stopped.
I think she's stopping to take water. I think.
Well, no, that don't look like the right position. For
Oh no!
water.
There we go. Accelerating up to track speed now after the Bryson station stop. I got places to be. And no, my name is not Casey Jones.
And that's because it is the fleet of oceans.
Well, yes. On Discord. Well, can't figure it. Well, hang on. You should... Okay, let me... I'm sorry, I've been distracted here by doing railroad ops. Let me just have a look. Can't figure it. On Discord. Well, yeah, there's my server on Discord, which I think you just joined. I'll just quickly poke and check. Let me see. Welcome channel. Hubbard. Yes, you did. So you're in my server. I think the dry dock is set up that if I invite... if I invite you to the dry dock, that should bring you in, I think. Well, that's annoying. Okay, so that's not gonna work. Oh wait, hang on. I know what'll work. Okay, we're just marching up the grade like it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. In fact, what I will do. Yeah. Yeah, Timo, I'm working on it. I am working. I am pulling levers and I'm pushing buttons. I'm twisting the knobs as well. I'm doing all the things. Like there is a great deal on the go. Okay, so if I do that, then so that is that. Then in the bottom of every there should be. Yeah, there is. There we go. That should take you directly to the thing, I hope. Probably. I think. If that's the right DM, which I think it is. Let it never be said Fleet doesn't do things. That should work. And leave a mess for Ruinon to clean up. Yeah, no. There will be no mess for Ruinon to clear up. That's not how we do things.
Hey, this train isn't scheduled. It needs to be an extra.
Every single train on this railway is a bloody extra.
Yes, but it had green lights. Which means it's timetabled, which is wrong!
I don't care. It is what it is.
Oh boy, there goes my pig.
Oh my lord, number 10 is right on my ass.
How you doing?
Do you mind? Little bit?
What do you mean?
Ankara, Nantahala,
I'm not gonna hit you.
Yet.
I am gonna go around you at Hemingway.
Yeah, that's not surprising. That is really not surprising.
Rapid processing passengers. Actually, briefly.
We've not had a wreck. We've not had a wreck in 2 weeks. Let's keep it that way. We're doing well.
We had one box cargo off the rails, but
that wasn't a wreck.
No, that...
It was fine.
That's barely anything. I'm talking about a loco being on the
It was a
ground.
fender bender.
We've not one of those
That-
for 2
That
weeks.
boxcar belonged to the C&O. It's not ours.
Yeah.
What do we care?
honestly, it's more surprising when we don't have at least one car decide that it
Yeah.
wants to be in the dirt for one reason or another.
Yeah.
Because it is honestly quite easy to pop a car in the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Up and over!
Alright. Not many passengers want to go out to Nantahala. I'm past it right now.
That's fine.
I'll have a bit more time to load because I'm putting some more coal in the water in number 1.
I'm at Hemingway.
Yeah,
I know.
you probably ought to go ahead and get rolling.
It'll be fine.
There we go. Approaching Hemingway.
When you get to Hemingway, could you line me into the passenger deck?
I can indeed. I absolutely can do that.
Alrighty. Thank you, sir.
I can hear you. Good lord, you are on my 6.
I can't see your rear coach anymore. I could for a little while in the grade, but I backed off more than you did for the turn, for the S turn. Because I got like a whole lot of signal parts up here that don't seem like they'd take too kindly going down off the side of the mountain.
No, they probably would not.
Alright. Alert me once you're at Hemingway, and I'll start making my way down.
Yeah, he's there.
I am there.
Well,
I-
once
I-
he
Pulling in.
stopped
He's
at
pulling up
Hemingway.
Hemingway now.
Yeah. Once he's stopped, I'll start going. That should
bit
put
further
us
forwards. Bit further
meeting
forwards.
at
Bit
similar-ish
further forwards.
time.
The brakes were too effective. There. Yeah, the brakes were too effective. Aggressively too effective.
Alright, well, we've managed to get a passenger for Cochrane, at least. 2 even.
Check the station.
Yep. Pop it.
Right. But
Alright. Number 1 is rolling.
number 4's rolling. Oh, I do love that. Black loco, red coaches, gold, silver lettering. The only thing that could make this better is if the loco was a lovely shade of maroon.
The Hogwarts Express.
Oh, I knew somebody was gonna say it! It was so nice in my head, and I knew somebody was gonna say something cringe, and you did!
You walked right into that one. You only have yourself to blame.
I do not!
Play the tune!
Anyways, don't let me get my hands on any coal wagons filled with copper, because I will hide them. And what I will do with that copper, you can figure out yourself.
Alright, so don't put him on the Alarka branch then. Because we've got 2 hoppers worth of copper up it. Or, well, copper ore.
There we go.
'Cause
Going
it's
up.
not even refined copper.
Going up. Going up the hill.
What's the reporting mark again?
DFR.
DFR.
Ah,
I can't find it.
Alright, there should be a search bar at the top of the list. You plug DFR into that, no spaces or anything.
Yeah, it's saying no railroads with exact reporting mark.
that's very strange. That's very, very strange.
Right.
Am I not putting it in right?
Because we do so have that reporting
It's
mark.
possible. Yeah, if you look at my stream, you can see at the start of the locomotive, the mark. It does need to be all caps.
Yeah, I put it in all caps.
That's very
Alright.
strange.
Just to confirm, number 10 is not blocking the arrival into the station at Alaka
Correct.
Junction.
You're good.
Okay.
Is there like a region system or something?
No?
I do not believe so. Because pretty much all servers are hosted on individual computers.
Yep. There we go. So I've now arrived. I need to wait for the arrival of the branch passenger train. And then once that guaranteed connection's been made, I can then depart.
I'm running. Just
Man.
not breaking the speed limit like any sensible engineer would do.
Good.
Because I'm in the 25 section.
Good. Number 10's digging into the climb. Well, I say digging in. It's got a single boxcar. It may as well have no weight at all.
What, number 10?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, that boxcar is like
Hello, Palpatine.
less than the weight of my Tinder.
What?
Oh, it's Sidious. Hello, Sidious.
Hello, Fleet. What are you guys doing?
Railroader. Like we
Glenn.
do every
Glenn Trains.
Wednesday. Every.
Well, I don't really keep track of what you're doing Wednesday. I only focus on Friday and Saturday. Speaking of which, did you have you found a replacement for Slayer for this Friday?
Yep, and the replacement is
Cindy.
so fitting. It's
And
Cindy.
who is it?
It's Cindy.
Oh, fuck!
It's so fitting, but I'd rather not discuss that on stream.
Oh shit!
It's so fitting. It's so
That-
fitting, though. It's great.
Yeah, I kind of hoped whoever would replace him was worse than him, but yeah, that's
You're
bad.
shit out of luck.
Yep, yeah, probably arguably one of the worst choices.
In terms of
That
skill
could have
level,
happened.
yeah, because
Yeah.
he's actually gonna.
Yeah, he actually knows what to do.
Yeah. Also, the rest of Europe is mad at me for reasons I don't fully understand.
Fleet, you kind of.
We had that
we
whole.
gave you this.
Look, we can
gave
have
you-
we can have this discussion after I'm done streaming, but I have bones to pick.
Well, so do we, Fleet. So do we.
You were there. Anyway,
Number 7 is eastbound with a load of pulpwood.
pulp,
Right.
pulpwood, 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 pulpity pulp. Hey, I guess that makes him Darth Palpatine. Hey.
No.
I will kill
I
you
can't
for that.
even join.
In Hoy Fleet.
Palpatine. Oh God, I love it. Love it.
Yeah,
Only
I will
allowing us to unload the
I will
captain's
have to set
locker.
up a system for running this. And I think what I might end up doing is, with the way things are going, I may actually, I'm just going to say this now, would it be okay with everybody if I moved the Railroader? Because I think all of you are in my server, I think. Would it be alright with everybody if I moved... Well, you can find it off my YouTube channel. And I can also send you an invite link if you need it. But, like, I will at some point move my... it's the person who's been trying to get in. Hello! Hello, welcome, welcome. You finally made it. Welcome.
Took me a while, but I got it.
Yeah, you got there in the end. You did, in fact, get there. Just now waiting for the interchange traffic.
Do I need to have a save to join? Because
Nope.
It's not letting me do fucking anything.
Not at all. You just find... Can you see any other railroads at all?
No.
Oh, that is, there are usually other servers that operate. There are some that just never shut down.
Number 10's coming back down to its train.
Yeah, fair enough.
It just says no railroads currently available.
That's not right. That's not right at all.
Very start of the game.
Is my
Apparently-
connection that fucking bad?
It can't be. You're talking to us.
Do it.
Actually,
I
hang on.
keep-
Is this the first time you've ever played Railroader?
Yes.
Start a new single-player game, so that the map loads for the first time. Then close the game down. Then restart it, and that might fix it. That's the only thing I can think of that would possibly balk it like this. There's my connecting train. This is one of the few times that 3 locos will actually be moving in the same vicinity. Like, this doesn't normally happen. Like, this is the first...
I have occasionally pulled that off when I have a logging loco, a switching loco, and a freight line loco all operating at the exact same location. But yeah, it's uncommon.
This is one of the things that can happen on this on servers like this. Like, none of these trains are controlled by AI. They are all being run by players. You better
Jesus
be
Christ, this
you'd
looks like
better
Roblox.
you had better be treating my girl right.
Stop, you fucking idiot. We're good.
Don't you dare! If you put so much of a scratch on number 90.
We're good.
Are you fucking kidding me? I load the save. Both of the locos are off the rails.
Oh yeah, they are. That's how the railroad starts.
No, number 1 should be on the rails.
Number 1 is not on the rails.
Oh.
Number 1's currently
Or, well,
fucked.
no, number 2 should be on the rails. In the shed.
Oh, okay.
If it's
Yeah,
not,
number
that's
2
concerning.
isn't completely screwed.
Yeah. Number 2 should always be in good condition. Number 1 should be in the dirt because of the flood.
Yep.
Pretty sure I just phased through a building. Okay, let me.
So,
quit the game.
Dr. Dree, is it? Is that how you pronounce that? Or is it Dread or Dream?
Doctor Who?
Oh, come on, really? This man is amusing. But anyway, so
I just asked, please.
can you see the can you see the server? Because I want to check if it's
What's the server called?
so the reporting mark is DFR.
Yep. And what's the password?
DRACH, all lowercase.
Did you have to set a password to begin with?
I did.
You don't have to, but he did.
I did. I wanted to because I wanted to make sure it was the community server. So, Dr. Dre, right? So we have a certain system
Alright,
here
I'm in.
on the DFR. So I know you probably got a lot of time in Railroader, but we do have a certain way that we do things. So
I'm gonna have to
Okay.
head out. I apologize.
fair enough. Well, actually, tell you what. If you take number 10 for me, if you can take number 10 and finish her run, which is taking a load of signaling supplies to Almond, I am absolutely sure we'll pass you off as a pass driver. We'll fast track you. We will fast track you through the owing to a need for drivers.
Okay.
Just hit my
All my
game might just be
passengers are
fucked.
unloaded. Assuming you've got everything you need loaded.
Yeah, I've got to wait for
You
the.
should be good to go.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Off you
you're
go.
waiting on number 10.
See, that's why the interchange traffic also matters, because look how many passengers you've got.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Okay, that makes my life easier. Just changed it to right mouse toggles.
Yep. How many hours you got in this game, Drake?
And probably at least 30, I think.
Ah, you'll be alright then. How much manual driving you done?
I usually do all the manual driving.
Nice. So you'll fit in fine here. You'll fit in absolutely fine here. It's the people who run their railroads on AI who have trouble adjusting, because we generally don't.
Takes half the fun out of it. If you're just gonna load the game, put it in AI. I mean,
It's each their own. Some people like to play the role of dispatcher. You know.
I generally run AI just because there's so much I need to run.
Yeah, like some people like to be
It's-
dispatcher.
it's-
Please get the lookup.
Ooh, number 10.
Just
you
can't
had
always
you had me going there for a
run.
second. For a
can't always run your locos and drive one loco specifically.
Yeah, whereas we...
Especially when you're trying to run a bunch of industries.
Yeah, whereas because of the size of server we have, we absolutely can. So, as a soon-to-be passed-off driver, a few things you need to know. So first things first, always check your switches in front and behind you. It's just good practice. Because it's a multiplayer server, we tell, obviously this ties into the second rule, make sure everything's set back to the main after you pass through. But obviously check your switches as you're going, because the last thing you want to do is have someone who's forgotten to... Let's say you're coming up through Robinson Gap and someone set you onto the branch and they've forgotten to set the thing back. Last thing you want to do is send 1,000 tons of freight at 30 miles an hour up the Robinson Gap coal branch line, and suddenly, oh, it's all on the ground. Rule
How
number
do I
2.
start the train?
Pardon?
How do I start the train?
Oh, do you mean... Oh.
Trains. Alright, what you do is you put your reverser into forward. Go to about 100%, because that, through the game, limits your speed. Next, make sure your independent brake is set to 0, and your train brake is set to 90. Then you start increasing your throttle.
And you will begin to move.
Congratulations,
Yeah, I
you have
got
started
90.
moving your locomotive.
So, did you hear
Where's my throttle?
there should be tutorial pop-ups. You should have tutorial pop-ups. Do you not have the tutorial pop-ups?
No, I closed them like a dumbass.
No, sorry, no, it's okay.
If you
Alright,
go
so...
up to the very top right section, the leftmost option brings up the tutorial again.
Yep, and that'll get you going. That will give you everything you need to start the railroader going. So, where was it? Oh yes, so Dr. Dre. So you're clear to depart. So just run at your own discretion. Obviously, you've got your delivery to make. So you're free to get underway with number 10 whenever you're ready. But yes, as a person who's a trainee driver and soon to be a passed-off driver, there are certain levels. So myself, Random Idiot, Garden Chair, and Benno are what's known as full passed-off drivers. So we get to drive the railroad at our own discretion, ignoring speed limits, as we see fit. You're about to become what's known as a passed-off driver, which means you obey limits as posted. If there's no posted limit, 35. If there's a posted limit, whatever that limit is. If you're in a yard, 25. If you're negotiating switches, 15. Got it?
Alright.
And that's basically the long and short of it. Just listen out for jobs, and you'll be fine.
Took me a second to find the reverser.
Yeah. Oh yeah, just drifting downgrade. Now let's see, what does... I've been so busy dealing with that, so... Volvo Trucker says, hello, are you looking for help us to join the server? I am always happy to have new people join the server. Always happy to have new people join the server. So, if you follow through Twitch, you'll find, my Discord server, and in there, if the game will let me, it should be somewhere in here. If I can actually find it. Where on earth is the...
Uh-oh.
Are you... What do you mean, uh-oh? What... Define uh-oh.
Number 2 just ran away.
Oh.
What do you mean number 2 just ran away?
He's not in our... The problem is he's not in our server,
I
so
know.
there's a lot of confusion. But
Right.
so yeah, so for Volvo,
Yeah.
so Volvo Truck FH16, if you are still there, follow through to my YouTube channel through the links in my Twitch. From there, you can find a link to my Discord server, and in there, once you're in there, we'll get you into the Railroader server. So very quickly, that reminds me, is there anyone here who does not have access to my Discord server? Because that is where Railroader will be basically from now on, as we have more people who are coming to the...
I do not.
Well then, I will provide a link to both of you through DMs. Let me just do that real quick.
Right.
I know Guy has a link, I know Sidious has a link. It's just Steak and Wheatley the Weasel that I need to bring in. And I know Dr. Dre is already in there. So, there we go. Bring the people in. Right, so without further ado, let us decamp to my server. Shall we please? Everyone just drop into the mess. Please, if that's alright. Stakey, did you get the invite?
Yes, give me a moment. I'm just figuring
Alright.
out where I'm trying to
So,
put the server on my list.
So I'll see Guy and Sidious later, unless they want to join us in my server. I know both of them are in it. So I'll see you both in a bit. So yeah. Yeah, so this is this. I think I'm in the 30 limit. Yeah, I'm in the 30 limit. So just keeping it under control as we come downgrade. There we go, nice and easy. Keeping it nice and steady as we come down. There we go, that's the way.
Seems I do not have permission to actually view anything over here.
Did you go to the rules?
I can't see rules.
How do you not have the... did you not get the... So you've got the gaming role. How did you get the gaming role but not the...
Through the channels and role thing up at the top.
Yeah, but you should have also got the... You should have also got the... I think stream notifications is the one that grants you
No?
Just select all of them. That should give you the role. Oh, hang on! Don't go over 30. I'm busy doing admin stuff, so I don't want to have my train run away.
I think you're going to need to find an admin because
I have.
nothing's popping up.
Why do you not? What? Okay, neither did Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre didn't get it either. I will have to talk to Ruin about that because that is not...
That's not good.
Yeah, and also, yeah, that is not working as it should be. We will have to get that seen to. Oh, steady on. Hold it, girl. Go steady, go steady. Whoa, easy on the chestnuts there. Steady on. We're not out of the 30 zone just yet. Easy on the bitter lemon. I mean, well, Volvo Trucker, the first link is actually in, it's below the stream, it's the YouTube channel. And then from there you can find the Discord. But I can absolutely whisper you the, I can put the Discord link in there. There you go, I can put you the link in there, nice and easy.
Yeah, no, it counts.
Oh. Ah, it's Guy. Hello, Guy. Nice to see you.
Hello.
There we go. Nice and easy. Oh, steady on. Don't exceed 35. Steady as we go. I do not want to have problems here, please and thank you. I do not have the time for the problems.
Speaking of problems, what do I do if both of my locos are derailed?
Shift R.
How did your loco even run away?
So, I'm not very intelligent, apparently.
Oh. That's one way of putting it, I suppose.
There is a reason most people don't actually use the cab controls most of the time, because the locomotives can get a bit jittery and they're not easy to work with.
Yeah, the actual normal controls on the bottom left are just, they're so responsive. The cab controls, if you lose your grip, that's it. You've lost it. And suddenly your loco's accelerating far too rapidly and you haven't got time to react.
So instead of what you do is you hit R, you'll get your engine roster down in the bottom right, and then you hit the checkbox in front of the locomotive you want to control, and then you'll get the nice control box in the bottom left.
Alright,
There we go.
I want to try and re-rail number 1. Is there a way I can go about doing that? Or do I need like a breakdown crate or something?
Alright, so you need to walk up with your character to the locomotive, and then as you have your cursor over it, hit Shift R. And that will start re-railing the locomotive. And you just hit Shift R until the locomotive and the tender are back on the tracks.
You have to do each car individually, though. You have to be standing next to each individual car, so locomotive, tender, anything else that's derailed. There we go, round the last bend, and then over the bridge to Almond. There we go. Not far now. There we go. So, moving swiftly forwards. Cracking on. Ease off a bit, we're doing 39. Ease off a bit. Nice and straight along this bit, but still, ease off a bit. Save on fuel anyway. Nice and easy. Yeah, tie on a bit of air in the front, in the loco's brakes. Just keep it under control. There we go, 37, I'm fine. And there is Almond. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Marvelous. Absolutely marvelous. There we go. Okay, full air in the Loco's brakes. Start bringing it to a controlled stop. There we go. That's the way. Nice and easy. Ah, you're welcome, Volvo Trucker. Hopefully that link helped you and that link actually worked. If it didn't work, let me know. There we go. Nice and easy. Bring it in. Nice and steady deceleration, so we're not shaking the we're not shaking up all the passengers' crockery, and you know, spilling tea in the newspapers and whatnot. So as per normal, we're coming up on nearly 3 hours of streaming. So as per usual, what I like to do is I like to select points that are fairly, you know, intuitive to wrap up on. So today's point is when I get the passenger train to Nantahala, that is when we'll freeze all moving trains in place and we'll tie everything down. That all right with everybody?
Perfectly fine. I've already got number 1 sat still.
Well, that's good. Oh dear, excuse me.
How do I decouple it?
You click on the couplers.
There is a tutorial. Like, there is a tutorial pamphlet that tells you how to do all of this. Like, it is there. Okay, so there should just be passengers for Nantahala now. Yes. Yes, indeed there is. Right away.
Going by McLean, almost at Allman.
Nice, I'm just pulling out so you'll have a clear passing loop to do whatever you need to do.
Alright.
And there we go, we're off, we're underway. Oh, this game can just be so chill at times. It really can be. And there we go, ease off the throttle, because we do not want to exceed 35 on this section. This is the section where the 35 limit is kind of a hard limit. There we go. Moving swiftly onwards. I hope everyone's been enjoying the stream. We've had a decent turnout today. Like, we've not gone below 3 viewers. So, like, I hope everyone's enjoyed it. Like, I hope it seemed to be attracting more people every week. Like my railroader streams seem to be gaining a little bit of traction.
Number 10, you should just be good to come to a stop here.
There we go. So I remember correctly, there's this bit along the reservoir, then the gradient steepens just after Vaser, I think. There we go. I don't think we're on a grade right now. No, we're not.
All right, what's the next move you'd like me to make?
Are those loads where they should be?
They're in the staging track at Almond.
Ah, brilliant. So if they're where they should be, decouple number 10 and run 10 to first all the way back to Bryson.
All right.
Yeah, 30 sign is deceptive. You don't see it until it's too late. There we go.
Without looking at the map, do you know if there's a Y close so I can turn this thing around and just run it in reverse all the way there?
Oh, I mean, from where I mean where you started, Alaka Junction.
Yeah.
You can Y the locomotive there. But at that point, you're better off. It's up to you whether you want to Y the locomotive or not, because you know you're heading to Brighton anyway. There's a turntable there, and by the time you get to Alaka Junction, is it really worth taking an extra 3 minutes to turn the loco when you may as well just keep going to Brighton? It's up to you though.
That works.
There is also a Y at Bryson as well.
Yeah, there is so much choice for turning things around.
Wish I had a turntable right now.
Well, turntables are a luxury we have at only a few points on the network. Dillsborough,
And
Bryson, and I think we'll also get one at Andrews.
I think there'll be one at Andrews, yeah. And, several of all the turntables are too small to fit the largest locomotive in the game. And there are even larger locomotives that are just like, no.
Like, the Berkshire, like, why is it here? I would much rather, like, it is a fast freight locomotive. I would have much rather you given us a 482 Mountain, a USRA 482, or with a short tender, or a large boiler 282. That would have been far more fitting for a short line like this than what we got. In fact, the Mountain would probably have been better because the Mountain can actually serve in both passenger and freight roles. So it's a better replacement for the Berkshire.
Switches are lined for the main at Almond.
Thank you. Congratulations, you're now a passed off driver on the DFR.
Awesome.
What? So final test. What are your speed limits?
Depends whatever's posted on the map.
And if there's no speed limit posted?
15 if you're switching. Is it 30 on the main? Not posted?
35. No, you were close, but the important thing that you got the most you got the most important one, which is 15 when you're switching, and 35 when you're on the main, and 25 when you're in yards.
Okay.
So but the thing is, you got the most important one, which was the upper limit for switching. So you got the most important one.
Hey, if I would have stuck to 30, I wouldn't have been going too fast anyways on the main.
Yeah. Oh yeah, now this is part of the long slog up to Nantahala. Yeah, now we're into the grade up to Nantahala. There we go. There we go. There we go. Stick at 28, number 4. That's it. Just dig into the climb. You'll be fine. There we go. Keep it rolling. I mean, hopefully, as the streams seem to be gaining. How did you find the stream, by the way, Dr. Dree?
Just got on Twitch and looked up the game.
Oh, cool. So, well, that's pretty good. So that means that my stream is appearing to people who want to find it. So that's actually really quite good. That means that we are, especially as more people find it, that means that more people are gonna, want to join, and which means that we'll have more people on the server, which means the streams will get more exciting, which means, and hopefully the cycle will repeat.
Maybe eventually you'll be able to just throw the machine on its own dedicated box.
Yeah, we can but hope. And then, of course, we got the other streams as well. Now that more people are following me, they'll hopefully be around for that. That'll be fun. Get more engagement with the audience, which means we, drive things forward. I stream what I like, rather than trying to chase views. I'm just happy people are enjoying it. But I'm also happy that people are seemingly coming. Like people are searching for Railroader and finding me.
And I like the idea that, it's open to just anybody that wants to join.
Oh yeah,
too.
absolutely. Absolutely. And of course, once you're in our server, we do other things as well. So we have Hoi 4 game nights and stuff, and we'll especially if the server starts growing, I'll bring back Fleets Fun Fridays, which are where we have gaming on a Friday. And obviously, we'll try and have events that people want. But it's got to be, you know how it is. When you're hosting these sort of events, it's difficult to, find games that everyone has and everyone wants to play. You get it, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. What's the key to use your whistle again?
H is for a standard. Yeah.
Shift H is for high, H is for low, and then V is for quill.
Yeah, because V means you control the pull with your mouse.
Okay.
There we go. Oh, now we're up to 5 viewers. Jolly good. Would someone do us a favour, see if anyone else is streaming Railroader right now? I'm busy driving.
No, it looks like you're currently the only one streaming it.
Oh, that's a shame. I don't get to give anybody a boost by giving them a raid. Ah, well, never mind. There we go, she's happily digging in at 32 miles an hour. Burning a bit more coal than I would like, but well, we'll get to Nantahala and then next session she can take coal before starting back with her passenger train. It is a slog up to Nantahala from Vaser, I keep forgetting that. Like, it is a slog. Oh, that's gonna be something for number 90 to have to deal with.
Have you guys figured out how to use the switch list?
What do you mean?
You
I've
have to set
Yep.
up crews, then you assign cars to that crew in the switch list for them to switch.
We don't generally use it because we very much run on an ad hoc basis.
Yeah. It's one of
So-
those things where if you're running a big organized multiplayer server, it's
Yep.
useful. Otherwise, it's just
We've never got to the stage where we've even got close to the point where we would need switch list. I don't think we ever will. Like, you're talking, you've got to have like 20 crews on the railroad. Like, and traffic just moving constantly.
Okay, I gotcha. It does make sense. I mean,
I think it kind of gets useful once you have like the Andrews interchange, because then you have loads that can decide to go to either the LNN through Andrews or the Atlantic coastline through Silva. So then you actually need to make sure you're switching everything to the right
Yeah.
location, but even then it's like it's probably not the most critical thing on most railroads.
No. There we go. Passing through Hewitt. At track speed. Things are going well.
Anything I can mark that might need to be switched around.
There we go, he's off on the throttle a bit. 2 miles an hour over the limit is fine, but any faster than that we'll have problems. Okay, now we're getting just too much speed. Ease off a bit, number 4. Steady, girl, steady. There we go. We want to keep at track speed. Approaching Nantahala now. Not far away. There we go. Coming up the grade. Okay, so that's... Yeah, it's going to be a... That's not, that train's not going to start back until... we'll probably have a 2-hour... time skip before we do the next... In fact, actually, what I'll do... Now arriving, Nantahala.
Alright, Fleet, I have posted something in Railroader
Oh boy.
from the Railroader server.
Oh boy.
You might like it.
No, I don't. I categorically do not.
Yeah. Let me go grab the locomotive that's supposed to be... Or, let me grab an image of the
This is
locomotive
an American
that's
railroad.
supposed to-
If I wanted to do a British version of this, I'd go and, well, do something else, but...
You cannot stop the mod makers.
I can't stop them, but I have no need of them, nor am I excited by them.
But,
I'm not a British
he is
rail
also
fan.
doing this little thing.
Yeah, I'm not a British rail fan. I'm really... Oh, for the love of flipping God. Never mind. Right, so, let me see. Is number 10 away yet? Where is she? Where is she?
Just getting into Larka Junction.
Ah, brilliant. Tell you what, would you just hold her there, please, for a second?
Sir.
So, we should be offloading all the passengers now. Yeah, we are. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to offload all the passengers. We'll have the passenger receipts. And I'm going to skip time forward until the... Brilliant. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I am going to move time forwards. So, 15... Okay, so nearly done. So interchange, interchange, interchange. 15 minutes more, 15 minutes more. Give me another hour. Still not done? Okay. Right, never mind then. In that case, then that won't be the first thing that we run back in the next session. So, thank you very much everyone for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed. That's been this week's Railroader. Tune in next week for the evening operations, where we run the return passenger train and we hoover up all of the freight wagons as our locomotives run back towards the interchange. Take care, everyone. Thank you, Ops team, for being here. See you all next week, and I will catch you all on the next one.